The stolen dignity. In a small village in western Nigeria, there lived a man named Ade. Ade was not rich, he was not powerful, but he was proud. He worked as a palm wine tapper. Every morning before the sun rose, he carried his rope and cutlass into the bush. He climbed tall palm trees with strong legs and careful hands. By afternoon, he returned with fresh wine in clay pots. People respected him. He built his small house with his own hands. He sent his only daughter, Sade, to school. He never begged. He never cheated anyone. If he borrowed money, he paid it back. In that village, a person's name was everything. Once your name was spoiled, it was hard to clean. One dry season, something bad happened. The king's messenger came running through the village square. The chief's wife had lost her gold beads. The beads were old and special. They belonged to her mother. The whole village began to whisper. Who would steal from the chief's house? Fear spread like harmattan dust. That evening, the village guards began to search houses. They moved from compound to compound. They opened pots. They lifted mats. They checked baskets. When they reached Ade's house, he stood calm. "I have done nothing," he said. But they searched anyway. Under his sleeping mat, they found the gold beads. The village went silent. Ade stared at the beads. His hands began to shake. "These are not mine," he said slowly. "I have never seen them before." But no one listened. The chief was angry. The crowd shouted. Some people who once drank his palm wine stepped back from him like he carried sickness. The chief spoke. "You have stolen from my house. You have shamed this village." Ade fell to his knees. "I did not steal. Someone wants to destroy me." But in that moment, his words had no power. They beat him in the square, not until he bled badly, but enough for shame to cover him like dirty water. He was told to leave the village for 1 year. 1 year. Sade cried and held his leg. "Papa, please don't go." But he had no choice. That night, Ade packed a small bag. He did not look at anyone. He did not say goodbye to friends. He only touched his daughter's head. "Be strong," he whispered. He left before dawn. Ade walked to a nearby town. Life there was hard. Nobody knew him. Nobody trusted him. When people asked where he came from, he kept quiet. He found small work at a farm. He carried heavy loads. He slept in a small hut with other workers. At night, he stared at the roof and remembered the sound of his village. What hurt him most was not the beating. It was the silence. The people who once called him brother did not defend him. The men he helped during planting season did not speak for him. His dignity was taken from him in one afternoon. Back in the village, Sade faced her own pain. Children refused to sit near her in school. Some parents warned their children not to play with her. "That is the thief's daughter," they whispered. Sade stopped talking in class. She stopped laughing. She walked with her head down. The chief's wife wore new beads. Life continued. But truth does not sleep forever. One evening, almost 10 months later, heavy rain fell, the kind that floods compounds and pushes dirt away. Behind the chief's kitchen, the rain washed away part of the ground near a broken fence. Under the soft mud, something shined. A small cloth bag. Inside it were gold beads, the real beads. The chief's wife screamed when she saw them. She knew at once. The beads found in Ade's house were fake. The whole village gathered again. This time, not with anger, but confusion. Who planted the fake beads in Ade's house? The chief ordered a quiet investigation. After days of questioning, the truth came out. Kunle. Kunle was another palm wine tapper. He had always been jealous of Ade. Ade had more customers. People trusted him more. Kunle felt small beside him. Kunle had stolen the real beads when he delivered firewood to the chief's house. Later, he placed fake beads under Ade's mat during a visit. He wanted Ade gone. He wanted his customers. Kunle broke down and confessed. The village was silent again. Shame now moved to another house. The chief called for Ade to return. A messenger walked many miles to find him. When the messenger told Ade the truth, Ade did not smile. He only closed his eyes. Almost a year of pain, almost a year of silence, almost a year of his daughter suffering. He returned to the village slowly. The day he entered, people watched from their doors. The chief stood in the square. In front of everyone, the chief said, "We made a mistake. Ade did not steal. We judged too fast." The chief turned to him. "Forgive us." Ade looked at the crowd. He saw the men who kept quiet. He saw the women who whispered. He saw the children who avoided Sade. He saw his daughter standing alone. His voice was calm. "You took my name," he said. "You took my peace. You took my child's joy. Be careful next time before you point a finger." No one spoke. Kunle was punished and sent away. Ade did not celebrate. He rebuilt slowly. Some customers returned. Some did not. But something had changed inside him. He worked quietly. He spoke less. He trusted fewer people. Sade began to smile again, little by little. The village learned something too. A person's dignity is like a clay pot. Once broken, you can fix it, but the crack will always show. And from that day, whenever someone was accused, the elders would say, "Remember Ade. Let truth speak before anger." Thanks for watching. Kindly give a like, comment, and subscribe for more video.